So I had a little thought. And again, on my Patreon, I've laid out all the details this guy gave me, but I've told you enough, free on YouTube, just FYI, about this crypto market getting cut big time, like still from where we're at today. I did make a major move, by the way. Again, I've laid it out all on my Patreon page. But I just had a thought that I didn't actually discuss with anybody. Although I literally just updated my Patreon text like, hey, here's a possibility of what could cause this market to really get cut. Tether failing. I'm watching that guy on Twitter, Bitfinex, as he calls himself, and all the problems that they're having at Bitfinex, and he's updating almost pretty much daily. And I guess back in, I think, 2016, Bitfinex had some kind of major, we got hacked. And Coinbase, I guess, was a client of Bitfinex, which was interesting. I didn't know that. And they threatened to sue Bitfinex, and Coinbase got everything that they, lost or what, which I don't understand how that happened. How, maybe Coinbase was using Bitfinex at the time as their exchange for you and me if we were going to go buy coins at Coinbase. I'm not really sure. But nonetheless, Coinbase was a client of Bitfinex, and they threatened to sue. Anyone that threatened to sue, pretty much, no, we're not going to give you a haircut. But everybody else that didn't threaten to sue, they got like a 36% haircut on their holdings. Like it was literally like they just made an insurance claim inside of Bitfinex and said, oh yeah, by the way, all you guys, because we got hacked, you're losing 36%. What do you mean? Yeah, sorry about that. That's how that went. I mean, talk about unbelievable. That was 2016. And then we've got this tether crap going on. It always goes through Bitfinex first. I've heard Michelle White Dove twice now talk about it. Hey, that thing is going to fail. She said when that thing fails, it could definitely cause a downward market movement for sure. But she said, I feel like when that happens, it'll be temporary. Markets will recover and go back about their business. And I mean, it makes sense. You don't have to be psychic to honestly really analyze that and think that, but she brought it to our attention. And I'm thinking here, because of what I've been told by my guy's guy. Holy crap, what if it's actually Tether? I'm over here thinking, well, maybe there's, the Hillary Clinton Foundation investigation thing, the hearings this week now, so we need something to focus on. That's what I was telling my patrons. We need something to focus on to get don't look at those hearings. Don't look at what the whistleblower says. Look over here, oh my God, the markets are down, this is down, like all that stuff. Or some event, false flag, something, who knows. But I thought, what could make the crypto market get hit really hard from where it's already at? A failure in Tether, I think, fits the bill more than anything else. Not to say that I guess it has to happen that way. The market goes down, it can go down for whatever reason. But I thought, man, what if it's Tether? What if it's actually Tether? And we've been waiting for this thing to implode at some point, right? And there's this DOJ investigation now all of a sudden, like not too long ago it started, supposedly. So just thinking out loud. And initially my guy had given me a time of like Joe by January, or the beginning of January or something, we were going to see this heavy duty hit on the crypto market. But that changed a few days ago when I got off the phone with him. Just ever so slightly. But for whatever, he never mentioned Tether to me at all. His guy's just like, oh no, we use data and analytics and this and that, and we make price predictions, And I'm like, all right, I don't care what, I don't care what their information, where they get it from. If this ends up paying out, I mean, the guy's been right. I've been saying 4 out of 4 times, but I think it's actually 5 out of 5 right now because I missed one little thing that I didn't mention, which is why I said, you know what? I'm going to take a damn chance. I'm going to, make a move on some Litecoin here because I think with this guy, I mean, he's been right too many times. He called, well, my guy's guy, okay, this is the guy. And last year he said Bitcoin might get to 15, maybe 16K, somewhere around there. It got to, pretty much 20. So that's why I was a little hesitant at first when I first heard this information that Litecoin was going to $38. I'm like, well, gosh, I'd really like to see a little, more of him coming out telling you things, and then it happened, before I would like say it to my patrons or publicly on YouTube or whatever. So I kind of held that back for a little while, but while he was telling me that it was going to go to $38, he's saying, oh, they think maybe tonight it may run up maybe 5% or so, Litecoin specifically. I said, oh, okay. So I think I'm pretty sure I put that one in Patreon. It was when I was on vacation in New York. Was that August, I guess? And I think I put that out there. And sure enough, I watched it. And again, depending on where the absolute low was over those few hours, I looked. I was like, wow, it basically was between 4 and 5%. Son of a gun. So I'm like, that's interesting. Okay, that's something he just told me. Now, and of course, I'm sitting there thinking $38 Litecoin. Boy, that's a hard pill to swallow. Back in August, right? And then it happened. And then he told me the next target, which, by the way, now that it's already happened, was $23. And there's an even lower target. That's even more frightening. So it's like, okay, he got basically the Bitcoin thing, you could say. He was off on the lower side. None of us were even thinking by December we'd even see 15 or 16K Bitcoin. We were thinking, oh, Cliff High's web bought it. It'll be next year. And it happened. We're waiting for 13,888 next year, which is 2018, from December of 2017, whatever. And holy crap, it happened all in December. It went through all those numbers in December. But, so it got the Bitcoin thing. He's got $38 Litecoin. He got the 5% move on Litecoin. He got the $23 move. He also got the 20% increase in basically the general crypto market that happened on the 28th of November, which I was waiting for the first week of December, because that's when he said right around the first week of December is what he told me. They think that the market might pump 20%. Oh, okay. Well, it happened November 28th. I was out of town. I got back on the 1st of December. So I didn't take stuff with me to really mess with cryptos on this little business, / vacation thing. So I'm like, okay, Bitcoin price last year, $38 Litecoin, 5% move, 20% move, $23 Litecoin. That's 5. That's actually 5 out of 5. And the 6th out of 6 potentially is this next move. And then I'll tell you there's a 7th out of 7th, which is a very nice move up. Very nice move up from whatever the bottom ends up being. So, and I'm telling you, if he gets this right, again, this will literally be the 6th time. And I'm thinking, well, maybe it'll be the 5th. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. He called the 5% move too. Oh. So 6 out of 6 is coming. Maybe. Unless he gets it wrong. Like I said, he could get it wrong, and I could just took a chance of a lifetime here and end up having to buy back in Litecoin higher. You're like, oh, the bottom's in, Joe. It's $24, $25. That's it. But I got to tell you, how many times does someone in a row have to get something like this right, So me and my patrons were all in there talking like, oh, what if it's this? What if it's that? Oh, this could happen. Oh, I took a chance. We're all kind of scared but excited because many of us just unloaded certain numbers of Litecoin, and some of them did other cryptos, because this is a whole market-wide thing that's going to happen, not just Litecoin. This is not just about Litecoin. I just happened to get what he felt like the price of Litecoin would go to, and that means the rest of the market, you can do the math, well, the rest of the market's going to do a similar percentage, because that's what it's done the whole time he's giving me these prices. So I'm nervous. I got butterflies. But if this pans out, I will have just increased my Litecoin holdings by a significant amount. I'm telling you, a significant amount, which also means potentially the other cryptos. So here we are in this depression state. Oh my gosh, the crypto market, my holdings suck. And I'm like, wait a minute, what if we could get a serious amount back so that when the market does recover, now we've got twice as much, or 50% as much, or whatever, depending on what you've done, sold off or whatever, and then bought back in, whatever it is. There's a possibility. But there's risk. What if he gets this one wrong finally? That would kind of suck, because then the next time he tells me something, I'm like, well, he got that last thing wrong. Then I'm not going to want to make a move. And then, of course, I won't make a move, and then it happens. That'll be our luck, right? So Anyways, wanted to share that with you. I'm thinking maybe tether. Could be a tether issue that causes this, dumping. Or not. Just some other, breaking news, the markets are tanking this today, Donald Trump in China, whatever. There's so many things out there you could throw a dart at and say, you know what, that could make it happen. But I did just want to say, again, I'm telling you plenty right now for free in YouTube. Like, I'm telling you, you got enough information right now. Big time. If you want the absolute details, it's in my Patreon. But, again, I'm telling you right now, you have enough information. So the question is, do you hodl right now? Do you sell? Do you take a chance and maybe getting 50%, 70%, 80, 90, 100% more back after this, of your crypto holdings? Because I'll say it, if all this plays out, and even, I'll tell you what, I'm confident that even if this big dumping doesn't happen, maybe that $22 Litecoin the other day was it. Let's just pretend. When he talks about the market pumping up in a very soon time frame, again, that's in my Patreon, the actual dates. But again, it's coming soon. I still think what he said next about the pump is going to happen regardless if this dump doesn't happen. I'm banking on this dump happening, though, so that when the pump happens, oh my God, is it going to be sweet. So anyways, tether... could that cause it? Maybe. I don't know. But I felt like doing a video real quick before I take a shower. Take care. Yeah, you see this right here? This needs to be shaved off immediately. Take care.